back. Episode 3, Sonic CD, yeah. I believe the line from the song was, oh my god, I almost died. Was, did Buddha dream of Jesus dreaming of Buddha? Yeah. I wrote that on a coffee table at the hippie house that I lived in Banff years ago, and a friend of mine was just like, no? That's dumb. I was like, fuck you, man!
So you know what that means, though. People that listen to Lucid Dream apparently like to vandalize shit.
Fair enough. There's definitely like a theme of young person rage. I want to change the world, sort of vive la poème kind of shit in it, but it's not bad. It definitely doesn't take it to the degree of like getting straight up political and like bitching about the way that the world is and stuff. Yeah. It's very artistic. I believe it's track 5 on the album, and it's the vocalist having a rap battle against himself. So he's playing 2 different parts during the rap battle, and it's basically he made it a dialogue between a homeless man and a businessman. You can kind of tell when he wrote it that he definitely sympathizes a little bit more with the homeless man part of it, but it's still really well done. And there's some part of my brain that wishes that like one day at Shambhala or some festival I'll come across him like doing part of it, and then I'll just rock up and like just totally rap the other half of the song at him. I've imagined it so many times. And he's just like, oh my god, nobody else has ever known that song before. And I'm like, buddy, I'm your fucking biggest fan. And then we'll like hug and have kids. There's another beautiful song on there called Lady Midnight about him like just going out on he doesn't say which month it is, but it's sometime during the winter. And he just goes out, like, sits at a park drinking a bottle of wine by himself in the middle of the night, and just comes across this girl, and they end up, like, falling fucking stupidly crazy in love with each other. And then they make plans to, like, run away and go start a new life together, and all of this crazy nonsense. And he's like, okay, but I have to go home and, like, leave a note for my parents and get some supplies. And she's like, okay, be sure to come back here by daylight, by daybreak. And he's like, okay, and he fucking goes home all elated and like half in the bag, and leaves a note. And while he's there, he falls in love with just like words, and basically has an epiphanous moment just about like art in general. And as he's like writing this note, he notices the first few like lights of the sun, or the first like few sun rays like move across the page of what he's writing, and he's just like, oh, it's so beautiful. Holy fuck! And then like runs down the stairs and like fucking runs to go see her, and she's gone. Yeah, but she left him a note, and it's just it's gorgeous. It's one of those amazing things that takes like time and effort to really understand and feel, that you can't just like show somebody just out of the blue.
Yeah.
But if you really take the time to like listen and absorb it, it's really, really super rewarding. I did play it for a buddy of mine when we were cleaning out an oven. At my first year of tree planting, and we only listened to like the first 2/3 of it, and he was just like, dude, this is amazing. And I was like, you haven't even heard the best songs yet! Jesus Christ. Yeah. It's probably my favorite thing of all time, is just like, you know, well, first off, meeting awesome people. Who doesn't like meeting awesome people? But then, like, being able to share the amazing things that you've discovered with those amazing people and having them go, oh my god!
Yeah.
That is the most, like, satisfying thing in the world for me. And that's why I always try to, like, recommend music and shit to people. It's why every time I keep coming across that thing on Facebook, I'm just like, you know, the people who recommend music to you are the most important people in the world. And I'm always like, yeah, I'm that person. Listen to me, you fucking assholes. Anyway, I'm talking a lot. I should say something.
Do you watch Rick and Morty?
Love Rick and Morty.
I saw the new episode, obviously.
Fuck yeah, I shared it on Facebook because somebody just like stole the file and put it up on Facebook.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god, it's here, it happened. Jesus Christ. Everyone enjoy it and absorb. And I love how it's set up as like it was all part of Rick's plan in the first place. He was just getting back at the Federation and everything. It's just like, yeah, Jesus Christ. It's kind of frightening.
Yeah.
At the end there, when he just gets really drunk and starts screaming at Morty.
Yeah, totally.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Poor Morty. I do like how much more thematically serious that show has gotten compared to like my expectations. It's so good. Like it's so good.
It's so intricate.
Yeah.
And like,
There's so many layers to everything. And especially how like a good portion of those layers just end up being absolute like nerdist absurdity.
yeah.
Like there's so many like just old sci-fi references to shit that it's fucking ridiculous. Like, but at the same time, you need those things because then you discover awesome shit. Like now I really what the fuck is this thing? It spikes it. Oh, I'm behind stuff. Oh, that's cool. Oh, and then I gotta wait. Oh, I get it. Okay. Like after watching that, now I'm super interested in watching like Zod. There's a wonderful YouTube channel. Oh yay, wondering. There's a wonderful YouTube channel that I watch called Wisecrack, which they talk about like the philosophy of things a lot, and I think that's really fucking cool. And one of the things they love to talk about is Rick and Morty. And one of the things they cover in it is just like all of the insane sci-fi references. Ah, Jesus! Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! And you know the episode where Morty gets a sex doll, and then like they end up having to go to a different world where all of the men and women have been like segregated, and basically. The women, yeah, that one. That's actually based on an old 70s movie called Zod.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Which is a wonderful opportunity to see Sean Connery in a loincloth.
Oh, that's that one. Okay.
Yeah. It
I've only seen that picture.
totally makes me want to watch that. Yeah, fucking recently, I've just had this urge to just go back and just watch like really obscure sci-fi and cyberpunk from way the fuck back in the day. Fuck you. Oh, goddammit. Fucks you!
What kind of cyberpunk?
I don't know, just anything. Every now and then, I just get like this really big urge just to like discover some.
Yeah.
Shit. Ah, fuck you. The original Ghost in the Shell movie, which I would love to show you sometime, is a wonderful example of some very, very good cyberpunk. Yeah. I also recently read Do Androids Dream of the Legend of Sheep, which is basically where Blade Runner came from. Yeah. Which was a really good book. I've read the entire thing in like 9 hours. And it's really rare for me to find a book that just like captures me and then like, there's nothing else I can do about it. I just have to read this book. Yeah. I beat the game.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a short fucking episode.
Where's Sonic supposed to take place?
It depends on the canon. If you go with the original, like, I think it's the Saturday morning cartoon canon, it takes place on, like, I don't know, like, there's some games where it's, like, it obviously takes place, like, here in the world, just, like, in a different version of our world, where obviously animals are anthropomorphic and shit. But for a lot of them, they take place in this planet called Mobius.
Oh, I love Japanese music.
Hiro Yuki. Yeah, I hope when Asia decides to try to take over the world, I hope it's primarily like Japan that tries to take over the world. I think I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there'd be a lot more Hello Kitty stuff everywhere, but whatever.
It's coming.
Yeah. I know so many people are mad at me for saying that right now, but fuck you. Japan is so much more than like than fucking Hello Kitty, you goddamn white American piece of shit. Oh my god.
But yeah, it is like 40%. Okay.
And also I'm not American. I really like that they actually spent a whole bunch of time to just like make all these FFCs just for this game. They're really good too. Full motion video. So these little cartoons we're seeing here. And this game was really ambitious. It's too bad that the console was just nobody gave a shit. Probably because this was the only game worth having on the console. Yukifumi! Yeah, girl! Fucking rocket! Yeah! I don't even know if Yukifumi is a girl's name. I'm sorry if it's not. Did you just, like, assume my gender, you piece of shit? You fucking cis white male piece of garbage. What the fuck?
Actually, in Japanese, I think certain names, like endings, will determine whether it's a male or female name. Like, anything with ko on the end is definitely a female name.
Okay.
Or, I don't know if it's like a solid rule, but generally speaking. So...
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Yep, I got the bad ending. Womp womp womp. Oh well. So, shit. This is a really fucking short episode. I feel like I should try to do something else just to, like, fill time. I don't know. Let's check out the extras that we got. Really lost. What I fucking assholes. It actually changes that. I like how he's wearing a Rasta hat.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's so fucking random. Let's go with time attack. Sure. Let's do some attacking of the time. Let's do collision chaos. I like this. I like this one. I pressed A. Fucking dickhead. Oh. Here we go. Let's do it. So, subject 1, 2, 3, go.
Shit. Things with tentacles.
Things with tentacles. I was watching hentai this one time, and I was like, what the fuck is this crazy weeaboo nonsense? Because it was my friend's birthday, and she really, really used to love watching hentai and doing ketamine. So
That's a winning combo, I guess.
she absolute sincerity, she is a fucking winner. Like, I mean that. She's awesome. But it was her birthday, and she just rented out, like, this nightclub, and she's also really into drum and bass, which I'm super into as well. I was actually listening to my newest drum and bass mix today. It made me super happy because I love it. Anyway, SoundCloud, Pedals and Rust, check it out. Hint, hint. Anyway.
Mr. CD.
No, seriously, it's really good. I really like it. Anyway, so whatever, her boyfriend at the time was spinning, and so we were just talking about shit, and I looked over at the screen on the wall. Oh yeah, this is a time attack. I'm doing this as fast as possible. I look over at the screen, and basically what's happening is there's this dude raping this schoolgirl, and when he does, her vagina lights up, like a holy light just bursts out of her vagina, and he starts screaming like, ha ha, ha ha, I found the last one, ha ha ha, and then his dick grows exponentially and busts through the wall, and then suddenly it shows upstairs where there's all these people. I guess they're in a fucking the basement of a hospital, and there's all these people in the hospital. They're just like, oh my god, it's an earthquake, and then his penis, which is split into multiple tentacles, just bursts through the floor, and then there's blood everywhere, and then credits.
What the fuck?
And I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's seriously intense.
Yeah, dude. That was the only time I've ever watched hentai.
Oh.
She told me the name of it. It was some obscure, Japanese name. Maybe it was Naruto. I'm not sure. But yeah, penis tentacles.
Wow.
Yeah. It was relevant.
Yeah.
What about you? Tentacles.
How many tickles does it take to tickle an octopus?
How many?
10 tickles.
Ha 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 ha. Nice.
Have you ever eaten tentacles?
I have not. I am not a fan of calamari. I'm not a fan of seafood in general. Oh my god, what am I doing here? Let's go down this way. So there's a horse walks into a bar, and several people leave because they see the potential hazard in the situation.
That's it.
Funny story that goes with that joke. Maybe I don't know if I told this on the channel or not, but I was at my friend's grad party, or her grad dinner, I should say. So there's me and her mom and our mutual best friend Tana and her friend from school, and then her friend from school's parents, and then her non-boyfriend. And I just I know everybody there except for Emily. That was her friend. I know everybody except her parents. But I'm a nice guy, so I fucking chat up her parents. Blah blah blah. We sit there and they were pulling this bullshit game. Instead of calling up the table numbers, in the sequence of numbers and shit. They were making us play these fucking stupid-ass games to see who wants to go first. And, all of us were just pissed about it. And one of the other tables was all just Mormons. So they were like, hey, we don't drink. Do you guys want our bottles of wine? We're like, yeah, fuck yeah. So we got extra bottles of wine. We're starving and pissed off about these stupid fucking games. Because we're table 11. We're quite a ways down there. So we're sitting there drinking, and we started telling jokes. And Emily and her not boyfriend, Sky, and Tana and Jen all know that I'm really into anti-jokes. So I tell that anti-joke, horse walks into a bar, blah. Everybody laughs. And Emily's dad looks at me and is like, is that the whole joke? Is anything else happening? I'm like, no, dude, no, it's funny because it's not funny.
Yeah.
That's the premise of an anti-joke. He's like, oh, and he just looks at me, doesn't say anything. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we have another glass, and we just talk about shit, conversations evolve and stuff. And a full, 10 minutes later, he puts his hand out on the table and goes, but was there a point to that joke? Was there a punchline?
Oh my god.
Was there? I don't get it. And we all just kind of stopped and looked at him and went, really?
Wow.
Really? It's funny because it's not funny.
Yeah.
There's it's a truthful situation, and it's not funny. Like that's the fucking point. You tool. Ah. Yeah, he ended up being a dick. He got into an argument with Tana a little bit later on too about like who has potentially met the most famous person. Like I don't remember how the fuck we were talking about this, but I was just like, oh yeah, I'd love to meet Brad Pitt or some garbage, and he was like, yeah, well I've been working at the sawmill for like 20 years, and one of the guys that I work with is Gene Simmons' cousin. We were like, so? First off, fuck Kiss.
Yeah.
Second off, fuck Gene Simmons. And third off, who fucking cares?
Yeah. Did you meet him?
Yeah. Did your wife have sex with him? Sorry, that was a Family Guy reference. Because there's one episode where, where like Lois slept with Gene Simmons back in the day, and then Peter's just like, yeah, it's kind of like I slept with Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
And with that, we're gonna end this episode and thus this series. Thank you for joining us. Thank Crystal for joining us, and thank Sonic and Time Attacks and stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Remember, fuck a rock star when you get the opportunity.
Absolutely. Toodaloo, rock to pussies. Have a good